Hopefully. All right. Well, yeah, like I said, welcome and thank you for joining me for yet another live stream for Civilization 6. We're continuing our achievement run as Scythia, and we've actually already gotten the achievement itself, which is we had to let one of our cities fall to Persia here, and then we had to take it back, which was actually this city. We literally stuck it over here in a little open spot and let the loyalty flip it over. And then we came through and took it back. Now, it has since flipped back over to Persia again because it's just really hard to keep the loyalty, especially this close to the capital, and it's so far away from ours. But that's okay. I'm not that worried about it. It was just a dummy city just to get the achievement. And from this point forward, we're actually going to be continuing forward with a potential and hopeful domination victory. That is the goal. I did just notice we are losing quite a bit of gold per turn right now, so we will need to fix that as soon as we're able to. But we're still in a war with Persia right now. We are having some loyalty issues, so something to consider. We may have to refight ourselves over, fight for some of these cities again, retake them and things like that. So we'll see what happens with that. But other than that, I think everything's going pretty good. The only other worry that we have right now is that America is doing really good on a science victory. So we have started sending our spies over there to kind of take out some of their spaceports and things like that, hopefully. But they may have to be our next target, and if so, we're going to ignore some of these cities if you're most likely, and probably just kind of come in through here if that is the case. But that would mean we need to get through with Persia quickly. In order to get through with Persia quickly, we probably just need to go ahead and take out its capital. I would like to take out its capital, and at least probably these two cities, maybe even these three cities. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to have to see how well we're going to be able to hold on to the loyalty for these cities, here. Not very well in this one particular, for example. What about you? And this is with us being in a golden age still, isn't it? Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, we're still losing this one too. We got about 5 turns on that one. How many turns we got on this one? About 3 turns technically on this one that we'll lose that one. We'll have to get that one back, and then this one over here. About 3 turns as well. So the loyalty issues are definitely a problem. And if let me check something real quick. Like for this one, for example, it's just pressure from the nearby cities. I mean, we need more of these cities. If we get Palenque, if we get more of these cities under our control, then obviously the loyalty starts to flip a little bit more in our favor. So right now, I think our goal is Palenque. And hopefully that's enough to take some pressure off something somewhere. And we'll see what happens. But anyway, let's jump right into it. Choose production. Well, I mean, obviously getting the monument up as soon as possible would be ideal to slow down some of the loyalty concerns. I mean, it's only 1 loyalty per turn, but it's something. Yeah, we'll just work on the loyalty that on the normal sense. Do we have another wildcard slot right now? Could drop in Mercantile Legacy, start getting some more gold that way. Although there's probably some other things that will give us better gold. +1 gold from each of our envoys at city-states would be pretty solid. Most likely. Obviously, 100% commercial hub adjacency also is pretty good. Is there anything else with loyalty? Don't see anything else with loyalty. We've already got the loyalty here. We've already got the maintenance there. Really not much else that we can do probably to make our cities just better right now. Let's see, what can we do then? Free market's pretty good usually. Definitely get an extra gold from commercial hubs and cities. So that's always good. Don't have a ton of commercial hubs. We have a few in some of these newer cities, but our older cities I think have more harbors than commercial hubs. So maybe the harbor adjacency or the industrial adjacency, something like that might be better. Trying to think of what would give us, for sure, the most gold. I think I'm kind of leaning towards just going with... Actually, you know what? The spy operations might be kind of critical right now, because we obviously don't want to lose this game to a science victory to America. And even though I do need the gold and some of these other things would be handy, making sure we don't have any issues with our spies might be a bit more critical. So you know what, let's go and plug that in. And I think I'll be okay with that. Okay, we're back to 20 plus gold. I think something hadn't recalculated yet, which is fine. It's still not very much gold, but it's enough that we're not, you know, just fearing that we're going to be losing a whole bunch of stuff right now. So Palenque. We need to wait till next turn before these artillery can start opening up. You actually need to move up a little bit more, do you not? Yes. Yeah, because you don't have the extra attack yet. So I'll have to move you up here to be able to get some better attacks. And it's no sense moving the infantry up just yet. We've already got a field cannon in there to cover that one. We got somebody in there. As long as all these cities have something in them. This one actually technically does not. So we may need to get somebody around there, but don't really have anybody. Well, you know what? Let's see. What's the loyalty issues here? We're actually in a good spot here. So even if we move the garrison out, we will be okay. So let's move you up here. That's going to slow that down just a little bit. And we'll go from there. All right, let's go ahead. I'm just going to stay where you're at. Heal up just a tick. You are going to stay where you're at just for a moment. And our battleships are starting to work on this city. Again, I mean, we're starting to run out of... Like, the further we go, the less we're able to control the loyalty. But at the same time, the more cities that we have, the less loyalty pressure there is in general. So that's kind of the thought process there. So we're going to go ahead and keep working on this city here, and that should be fine. There's no other ships that have snuck up on me. Kree might be another target soon. He is currently our ally, but he's obviously right next door, so somebody that we could look into. All right, so some spies. So we captured a spy. That's good. Joint war with a Minotaur. But you also want me to give you aluminum and steel? I mean, no. Sorry, dude. Thank you, but no. Not really interested in a Minotaur right now.
Many of us take better care of our...
Alright, I expect Palenque to fall pretty quickly once we get these artillery in place. Yeah, we'll just move you up here. That's fine. Can attack after moving. Perfect. Actually, can you attack from back there? I should have checked. No. You do have the balloon, but you are not actually able to attack from back there. Can you attack after moving? You can. So I can move you over and then move the balloon up and be able to attack from all spots. And I think that's probably the right thing to do. So you should be able to attack from there. Looks like you can go ahead and attack, so that's good. Alright, Palenque's going to fall relatively quickly. Are the defenses down completely? Yes. So we can go ahead and move our infantry in there. Be ready to jump on the city when the time comes. And we may have to do some retaking of some of these other cities, which it is a thing. I mean, that's just something we have to deal with. A lot of artillery moving up through here, which is a little silly, but what you going to do? Sure, I'll let them do what they can think they can do. Probably need to get a couple more cavalry run around, start chewing those up as best as we can. So I think next course of action, tempted to go up sanitation to chemistry. Just kind of work our way up through that since we've already got the boost for those. Possibly even all the way up to rocketry, or at the very least, you know, getting flight would be good. Getting a drone would be good because it also gives us +5 bombard strength, which is obviously a really nice upgrade. In fact, you know what? I actually think for 6 turns, turn one of our I think we only have 1 balloon right now, but turn that into a drone. I think that is well worth it. All right. Food market would give us some food. Don't know that we actually need a lot of food right now, so maybe we can hold off on that. Seaport gets us a little bit of gold. We've got great housing right now. Let's start with the trader, though, because getting a couple more traders, filling that up, I think would be good. Your amenities. You need amenities. You need to be happy. So you have a entertainment district there, which is spreading a little bit to you. For now, let's work on the trader here as well. Try and work on a bank down here, maybe. That's a lot of gold if we can get that in. All right, so these musketmen, what was the plan with them? I actually don't remember. Or maybe they were just sitting over here because we just done something. We can't upgrade to infantry. Oh, wow, it's expensive, though. We may need to wait for ideology to lock in so that we can just temporarily swap over to the decrease, because that's a lot of gold right there. I think we will do that. Do I need to move you guys anywhere else at the moment? Not particularly. I mean, obviously we do need to start circling back around towards their capital at some point, but I'm trying to lower some of the pressure off back here. If we actually look at the loyalty pressure, I mean, there is a lot of pressure coming from this city, you know, for all these different directions. So we know the city is causing, you know, is a big one because it's 14 pop right there. So it's definitely pushing out a lot of loyalty pressure. Just gonna start bumping off some of his unique units, things like that here. Just move you up to there for now. I wouldn't mind getting that trade route, but it's not really convenient right this second. Just heal up for a second. Actually, you know what? You could go ahead and plunder that trade up, and I'm okay with that. 180 gold. It almost pays for a little bit of that. You know, once we get the cost reduction down, that's almost half of an infantry upgrade. Alrighty, what was I doing with you? I think the stone could be hooked up. A little bit of gold, a little bit of production. I'm okay with that. Okay, you're just chilling here because we do need the loyalty mechanic. In fact, that actually dropped the loyalty issues down quite a bit. We are technically rising there. Not by much. We're already pretty low. But, and this one is close. So, you know, we bought ourselves a little bit of time here. In fact, that is the only city that's having loyalty issues right this second. Other than this one, obviously, down here that we've already lost. But that definitely buys us some time because we got, what, 6 turns to start trying to take some of these cities here in the middle. We'll take Candy here pretty quickly. I think that is actually enough. We'll be fine. Does that mean I can move you out? I don't think I can move you out. And in fact, I don't want to, because even if I come out here and take some damage against these guys, they'll be able to just shoot me right after. So that's not too helpful. I mean, this guy moving out would be amazing, but... And I could move you in there, because that technically counts as a garrison. So that actually is an option. But I'd really rather like work on some of these a little bit more. I don't want 3 of them to be able to shoot me. I mean, I guess 2 of them only would be able to shoot me if I took this, plus the encampment. That's a little too much. I don't think it would kill me, but I would really hate to find out that it does once we get over there. So we'll hold off. We're going to be fine. You are going to be good down there. So Candy's right for the taking. Do we take Candy? I think if we take Candy, I think this city actually becomes safe at that point, as far as loyalty. Now, Candy might be the new trouble, but let's try it. Cool, we got a boost. I like it. It's not going to show up right away, but I would imagine, yeah, the pressure from nearby cities is positive now instead of negative. And so I would imagine, yeah, this should flip back our direction now. In fact, this city's well, you know, it's definitely good right now because of the extra pressure we got from Candy. Which does mean we can move that cavalry out now if we need to. And then this city, still in the negative, but not a ton of pressure at the moment because we do have some cities ourselves. So this is a much better situation, and definitely once we get Planquet as big as it is, that's going to help a lot. Could liberate it, but don't think so. It's in a good spot for us. It's in a strategic spot for us, so I am okay with that. Go and repair the monument just because. More loyalties are never going to hurt us. We will go ahead and move you over just to cover that a little bit. It does look like that got rid of the loyalty issues there. You're going to repair that. Cool. I'm pretty happy with that turn. I think that worked out really well getting Candy there. I mean, we may just wipe Persia off the map here. I don't know. Because coming up through here, going to Ray, Auckland's just a really easy next step. Then Hagmatana and then Pasgarde, which just leaves Mistawasis, which would be a really good jumping off point for Kree. So we may just wipe Persia completely off the map here. Lines expired. I'm tempted to not renew the alliance with Kree, because I might be willing to go after them pretty soon here, because we're right there on their doorstep. And honestly, we really only need to take like this city and this city. I mean, technically we only need to take their capital, obviously, but if we take this trio of cities, there's some really high pop cities. I'd be fine with that, I think. Let's look at that here in a moment. We may, like I said, we're not going to renew the friendship right now. We would need to, obviously, denounce them before we did anything, but that's okay. Take route. Route's going to be good. Sources gained. Perfect. City ranged attack. Cool. Got rid of that one. Perfect. Keep going with the seaport and stuff like that, because like I said, I want to make sure we get our gold in a good spot, and that will help our gold a little bit. You know what? Factory. Are you getting a factory bonus at all yet? You are actually getting a factory bonus at the moment, but your housing is terrible. Let's get you the housing taken care of. Campment's back here. It's not as helpful. 35 turns, because our production right now is just insanely bad because of how low the loyalty got. And it's going to come back really slowly. But we'll get there. It's food and faith. Housing. Housing is actually potentially trouble, so let's go ahead and grab that one. And we can shoot something over here. It's not much, but it's something. And then we can finish off Palenque here. That's all she wrote for that. Are you able to get in there yet? You are. Another boost. Perfect. And that should really help our loyalty, having a pretty large city there as well. In fact, I wouldn't matter. Yeah, this city's loyalty is perfect. And that does mean most likely everybody else's loyalty is in a much better spot. Still technically falling here, really. But it's only minus 1.3 from pressure, occupation, happiness. No, we should be in the positive. I think it just hasn't calculated yet. And then for you... Okay, it says it's positive, so that's good. It's positive at 5. You know, that's a pretty good rate. Oh, we can't see that. I was going to say, I was like looking at the wrong thing. I'm surprised this was still going towards Persia, to be honest. I mean, it is just capital right here. We got a lot of pressure from ourselves as well. I think, like I said, we're going to take Ray next. And then we'll figure it out if we're just going to go straight for the capital, go through Hagmatana, how we're going to do this. But I think we're in a much better spot. And we'll keep doing the monuments and things. More loyalty, more better. And then you actually got to move because you did not attack. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to move you right there. Can't attack you this turn because of the range, because we don't have the balloon next to us, but that's okay. We'll attack in the next turn. Alright, cavalry. Kind of just want to bop out and pick up you guys. In fact, I'm actually going to get rid of you. Move you into there for now, and that's going to be fine. I don't think I want to leave you anywhere, like move you out anywhere, so we're just going to leave you here for now. Until we figure out what else is going on here. We may use you to attack Ray or something like that. You are also going to just kind of stay there for now. Alright, well you guys are kind of not needed anymore. Unless we start going after Kree soon. So, just kind of chill right here. That's going to be okay. And... Mr. Spy. I mean, I would love to disrupt rocketry right now, but it might be a little too early before you get promoted first. Guess we'll take some gold. One more turn for ideology, and we can grab the discount to upgrades, which will help our infantry. You actually want to give me... Wait. You want to give Hagmatana to a Monitor? What? What? No. 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 Sorry, dude. I don't get it. So we are technically at war with her, but she's so far away. I'm not sure that she's going to be a problem. We are finally getting denounced by America, which they were our allies for a while, but they are not liking us now. We do need to come back over here and start taking them out, because they are going to be a problem.
Slowly, ideas lead to ideology, lead to policies.
We may need to just build up another force to be able to go after them while we're still working on this western coast side type of thing. So that might be part of the plan. All right, so we need to go ahead and grab the next government, and the government we want to go for, I believe, is fascism, because we want to keep the combat strength. We are going to stay at war for quite a while. I think that is critical, so we're going to pick that up in 5 turns. We are going to go ahead and swap a government, or change policies, I should say. I feel like this is less critical right this second, just because I think we are okay overall for loyalty. So I'm going to move that around just for a second. We might swap it back here in a moment, but just for now, we're going to go and swap in the professional army, and I'm going to be okay with that, which does mean you can go ahead and become an infantry for 440, and you guys as well. Wait, why are you cheaper? Oh, you were a corps, not an army. So we actually do need to get another infantry out somewhere just to help you out. We may need to start moving some of these guys up a little bit more if the loyalty is fine. Like, for example, although I may keep them here just long enough to get the loyalty, like, above the 50% mark, and then I may start moving them out. It says somebody's still losing loyalty, huh? I don't see it. Alrighty, let's go pick up the seaport again. We want to keep getting the gold as much as we can. Get another what am I trying to say? District here. Housing's fine. We can get an entertainment complex, I suppose. I mean, I guess there's nothing wrong with having more than one in similar area, but because it would give us that extra amenity. You know what? Let's just go for it. Kind of want to make our people happier. Alrighty, trader. I think we figure out where we need production from. I just keep our trader routes internal for now. There's not a lot of really high ones. This 18 over here would be useful to get something from. So I think that's the one that's the most. There's a 16 and 17. So we'll start with the 18 over here. We'll transfer you over there, and we'll get some production coming in there. How about we just move you to the 17 then? Alrighty, let's get you guys ready to go. You are not the one with the balloons, so you're going to move up to there. And the one with the balloon will move there. Which does open up a range for this guy to at least start shooting. Will not take long, for sure. You get to helicopters to get you an upgrade at some point as well. I'm just going to leave you where you're at. It's going to be fine. Just put a farm there or something like that. That's okay. And you're going to stay right where you're at as well for now. Okay, you shot me. Ouch. We got a cavalry over there. Not like it's worried about it, but something we need to at least consider. Provoca becomes a 15 pop city. Nice, finally. Declaration of war, governor established, first large city. Need more amenities, need more housing. I mean, we are still quite a ways away, but we're not quite out of the Dark Age. Getting a Dark Age would not be good for the next war that we have. I don't expect us to get into another Golden Age, but at least getting to normal would be ideal.